Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. I am so excited for this video. I'm going to be eating Filipino recipes for 24 hours. Very exciting. Now my dad actually lived in the Philippines for a bit and he constantly raves about the food. He said if he were to move anywhere it would be the Philippines. He loved the Philippines, loved the people, loves everything about it. So I thought, let's do a day of the recipes because there are so many fun ones to try. As always, disclaimer, I've just gotten these recipes online. I've done a bit of research, tried to get the general gist, but obviously they might not be exactly as they should be made, but I'm trying my best. I've also asked around a few of my friends who are Filipino and see what they say. Let's get started. I already made breakfast. Now this is obviously very different from what I would traditionally have for breakfast. And again, another disclaimer, I will get pronunciations wrong, I'm sorry. But for breakfast, this is called tapsilog. I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. But I've marinated this beef overnight and it's got like, oh, it looks so good. And I've got the egg frying and I've made this garlic rice. It's weird because I wouldn't think I would normally be in the mood for this at 9 AM, but I actually really am. I think because I've been making it all morning, it smells insane. Like it smells so good. I'm actually really vibing it, to be honest with you. So let's put the beef. What was weird about this beef is it started off so liquidy and you like fry it down. So it actually looks really good now. It is brekkie. Now one of the only problems that I encountered was in our click and collect shop. They substituted the liquid seasoning, which is in the beef recipe, for hot liquid seasoning. And we all know the old Grackinator doesn't do so well with spice, so I'm hoping it's not too bad. I'm gonna put my egg on my rice. And I tried to follow a Filipino sticky rice. That beef is incredible. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna link all the recipes down below. I could have this every day for breakfast. I got my panda sal on the go as well.
Are you saying it right though?
I'm definitely butchering it. You will love that beef, that is incredible. I'm actually confident that you'll like that. That's good, isn't it?
It has got that kick.
But it's not too bad of a kick.
That's quite a hit.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
don't mind it, but I know that you're not a big old spicy lover.
Do you know who would love that?
Jessie.
I'm gonna rate this. I think I would actually say 10 out of 10.
I think I would have quite liked to try it with the egg.
The egg adds.
The egg definitely I can see would add to it.
Perhaps a bit of umami.
Umami. Good. Right, there we go.
I'm chuffed with that. So, up next, we are going to be preparing our lunch. Now, I've actually made this recipe before and it went down a roaring success here in the Booth household. I'm making this for lunch, which is Filipino chicken adobo. I don't want to say it wrong. And lunch, it seems that basically lunch and dinner are quite similar in that they're like hearty kind of meat. It's basically meat and rice. There's a lot of meat and rice had with every meal. And I'm gonna create the marinade. Okay, can I also just say, right, I got this the other day and it has changed my garlic game. I hate peeling and faffing around with garlic, right? And I don't know, a lot of people might be averse to this, but this is a game changer. It's this crushed garlic cubes. They're frozen, and I've tried other frozen herbs and spices and things like that, and they don't have the same taste. But this garlic, genuinely, and then I looked at the reviews, because I like to just check if it's just me thinking that it's amazing. The reviews are literally 5-star. So it comes in a little block. This isn't sponsored. I just think the world needs to know about it. A little block of garlic, and then it just like obviously melts down and tastes exactly like normal garlic. And also this one, scratch and cook chopped ginger, because I won't lie, I hate fucking around. And then you always get like loads of leftover bits, and then I feel like I'm not utilising the herbs properly. Humble soy sauce, one of my favourite things in the whole world because it's well salty. That is something I'm very parched after breakfast. Like I could drink a gallon of water. There's a lot of salt involved. We need half a cup. I'm actually gonna, I'm not even gonna do a drip drop. I'm gonna do I just want to get the lid. Oh, I feel like I'm popping champagne, but really I'm just popping soy sauce at 11:15 on a Monday morning. I want to get this off. Half cup soy sauce in. Bosh. Half cup white wine vinegar in. Gosh, just taking the humble pepper. And then we add our chicken. And that goes in the fridge. Everything's got a bit peaked on. I was supposed to be having a mid-morning snack because apparently they're snackers. And I'm making a pan de sal, which I've actually made before, and it is the best. It's so delicious. But I got my timings a bit wrong, so we're actually gonna have that as our afternoon snack. But to be honest, I am so full from breakfast, so I don't really need a mid-morning snack. I'm gonna have to get on with dinner because it takes 45 minutes because you have to let the chicken simmer and all that jazz. Okay, can you hear it? Chicken is in. Now, it said thighs on my recipe, but upon further inspection, every other recipe says drumsticks. So I don't really know, but the marinade looks, for the main part, quite similar. Here we can see I browned off the chicken, and then you let the chicken aside, saute the ginger and stuff, and then you add the liquid, the marinade, potato and carrot. And now we bring to a boil, reduce 45 minutes. Okie. So whilst our chicken is cooking here, I'm going to finish off making our pan de sal, which I have made before on a video, but it's like a soft buttery roll. And what's fun and different about these, basically you roll them in breadcrumbs. So I have some breadcrumbs here. I was lazy, I didn't make my own. Sue me, you know. Okay, and then you just pop them in a tray and let them proof. There we go. Can you see? Just so little. Rolling with my heart. Okay, so there they are, and I'm just gonna leave them to proof for about 45 minutes under the little blanket. It's been 45 minutes, and this is currently, I don't know if you can see what it looks like. And now I need to make the cornstarch mixture. And the thing is, the other one I had didn't have carrots or potatoes in, but again, I think each recipe is slightly different. So hopefully it's not straying too far from an authentic Filipino chicken adobo. Dinner! The potato and the carrots. That just took my breath away. So strong.
Get in. Get in, boys.
And then we add a lime wedge. Boop, boop, boop.
Where's my...
So here we go. I hope I've done you proud. Go on, take it.
Nice.
Mmm.
See this?
They really know what they're doing over there in the Philippines, don't they?
They like things salty though, don't they?
That's what I like. That's
why you
probably why I like it. So good. Oh, you know when your saliva glands get going? You know when they like start to cook? Did you ever have anything like this when you were there, Dad?
Yeah.
Did you? Was this a classic lunchtime?
Yeah, although we were more in the evenings. If we weren't in the malls, getting McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, we were getting street food.
Like, what was your favourite street food that you had?
I really like the corn on the cobs. That chicken satay type thing.
So, do we enjoy?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Whack it on.
I'm really surprised there's potato in there.
I know. I don't know if it always does, because the one I made last time didn't have potato, but this had 5 stars and comments like, oh my gosh, I used to have this all the time when I was a kid. Here are the pan de sal. Don't know if they'll be good or not. Okay, we've got the pan de sal, but I actually think the yeast was, I don't know, something happened in the yeast.
Dad says they look exactly the same as the ones he remembers.
No.
They do remind me of them.
I feel like, do you want to try a bit?
Of course, I was going to say, when are we going to get to try them?
There you go.
Here's how I remember them.
That one. See, I didn't know whether to do loads
Maybe
of
a bit
breadcrumbs.
smaller, but the ones I had, I remember.
Oh really? Hello, hello. So, I'm going to be getting pudding ready first. Now for pudding, we're having something called turon, and then in brackets it says banana lumpia with caramel. So I don't really know what one it is. So this looks absolutely delicious. My dad's always banging on at me to make banana fritters, and I've made them. So I'm hoping that this will fill a void that he feels in his heart. And as we discussed already, street food is a massive thing in the Philippines. And I'll put there are so many good Filipino recipes, and some of them I couldn't make. And there was this pork belly barbecue one, it was like brown and you shove it with lemongrass, and it looked so good. But I couldn't find the sort of meat that we needed. So on the street food front, I'm gonna make this for dessert. I'm gonna prep it now and then fry it so we can have it like fresh, you know, like fresh donuts. Also got some jackfruit, which I've never cooked with because I'm not actually a big jackfruit fan. So I'm gonna do half of them with the jackfruit and half without the jackfruit. This is one of those things, you know, where you're like, why did my mum let us do that? I'm not sure. But basically, for our dessert, we used to roll bananas in sugar. So we'd get sugar, which I need 3/4 of a cup because I'm half in the recipe. We get our banana, which I know you're supposed to peel it from the bottom. It just depends on my mood, okay? It's not everyday peel banana from the bottom. And then we used to dunk it in the sugar like that and eat it as our dessert. Peculiar. Really weird. I don't know why we used to do that. Bananas are so sweet and lovely anyway, so I don't know. And it says to cut the banana in half lengthways. I hate the stringy bits on bananas. I hate it. And this little nodule bit, it freaks me out. Such, you seen this? I'm gonna use it anyway because it's gonna get all squidgy and soft when I cook it. And last guy, I really hope this is right. That is so much sugar left. What the heck? Put the banana on the sugar plate and sugar. Place the banana with sugar coating, spring roll, and sugary banana. I think I've cut it the wrong way. Add jackfruit. And then fold and lock. I feel like that looks like the picture. My little babies, they look so beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna get started for dinner, which is a feast, a Filipino feast, because a lot of the vlogs that I've watched of Filipino people having feasts look incredible, and there's like hundreds of different dishes, and everyone brings one, and it just looks incredible. So I'm gonna do 3 different dishes, which isn't that remarkable, but there are just 3 of us here. So I'm gonna start off by making the homemade lumpia, but the savoury version. Okay, so we have our filling all cooked, and now we just put together the wrappers, but apparently we do this one on a diagonal. Let's try and do this. So put it on a diagonal, then we put the mixture in. There. Oh, no, it's breaking. Ah! Double layer it. Do I double it? I'm gonna do 2, maybe these are the wrong, oh gosh, this is a bit tricky. Maybe it's because it shouldn't be hot. I'm gonna let the mixture cool, and then we're gonna assemble. Okay, up next on our mission, whilst we let that cool, is the pork belly, which is called liempo. I'm gonna just, if you say it with conviction, people will believe you. Oh my gosh, no. I bought the wrong pork belly. It's supposed to be like super thin, almost bacon vibes. I bought wedges, but they're not wedgy enough that I can cut them. This is a disaster. That's so annoying. Okay, we're having 2 dishes for dinner. This is what we are rustling up for the main of our dinner. How do you feel about that, Banksy? How do you feel? What? You're not happy about that? Okay, all right, don't worry, you don't have to have any. I was just making my marinade for the old chicken. Not the marinade, the sauce. Used up a whole bottle of soy sauce today. Well, no, to be fair, it was about up to here this morning when I started. I can safely say that soy sauce has been used today. Garlic and onion time. We're now going back in with the chicken. I'm gonna have to Google that, because you know me, I love a reason. Like, what is the reason for that? So there's always a reason in cooking. Noodles are cooking because they didn't have any of the other ones in Asda, in the click and collect delivery. They subbed it. It's always interesting what you get subbed. Like one time, I think my mum ordered something like apples and we got sausages because there was sausage and apple sausages. It's very interesting. And we're going in with the pancit sauce all over the chicken and the veg. It almost is looking like a soup at the moment. I feel like this doesn't look right, but we're adding the noodly doodlies. In you go, boys. Okay, so now we apparently cook it down for 4 minutes. Theirs looks way more fried than mine. And all the recipes today, you kind of had to like stew them down. So it says keep on stirring and cooking. If I do I wait, or do I just... Is it supposed to be quite saucy? I forgot to show you these little babies. I'm quite proud of them. I feel like they look quite good. So I'm gonna put those in the middle.
I'll package.
Package?
Package.
I was supposed to have the pork belly, but I
what do you want for...
bought the wrong pork belly.
Din din.
Here it is. There's the noodles. And these are wedge of lamb.
What?
Mmm, they're gingery, aren't they?
Mm.
Fragrant. The flavours.
That's why I like the Philippines.
What's your top 3 favourite things about the Philippines?
The weather, the people, country. It's lovely.
These are yummy. I'm really proud that I made these. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I hope I've done the Filipino people proud.
I think so.
No, because you know when you're like, that is not what we eat.
They put baked beans with a roast in.
Yeah, something like that. Like, have I just absolutely done the cardinal sin and had these with this? Delicious. 10 out of 10. Mum thinks 9 because she would add a cat chew. Maybe a 10. 9.5.
Well, I think a 9. I still like all my vegetables. That's my I like lots of vegetables with things.
Would you tinker with this, Dad? Add some prawns, wouldn't you?
That's what it would take it up for Dad.
Classic standard phrases if something is a 9 in the Booth household. On either part. Mum, either add more veggies.
Or nuts.
Or nuts. And Dad, add fish. We loved that. Loving it. And I'm going to make dessert now.
Oh yeah.
Which is the banana stuff. So actually the Maxie, you're so silly. You're taking my seat. The reason there's the leftover sugar when you're rolling the bananas is because you melt the sugar and the oil. Yeah, it said to put the sugar in. Hang on, I'm checking that. Have I done a classic Grace and think I've read the recipe right when in fact I have not? In a pan, heat the oil and put in some sugar. Wait until the brown sugar floats.
Brown sugar.
No, wait until, because the sugar goes brown. Okay, I think I did something awfully wrong there. I think I was supposed to drop the sugar in to see if it was cooked. But instead, we have this awful scenario. This is burnt sugar, everybody. And let's hope that this one works. Okay, we've done the frying test and it's all looking good. Okay, it's floated to the top, but don't get it in the oil because it's gonna burn again.
That's what he was doing. Like that.
And then that's done when it melts.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had a real roller coaster with these. We're on our 3rd pan. Luckily I made a few extra rolls. You cook it, sprinkle with sugar, flip it. Like this, and then we flip. And there we go. This was the 2nd attempt, 3rd attempt. We got there in the end. Highly recommend watching the video and having a dad's hand to help. We go, and then it says you can drizzle with caramel if you want, and there is some. Here you go. Oh, they look good with like some sugar crystals.
Spread.
You think? Go for it.
Babe, watch out.
They'll be really hot.
That's really hot.
My pet.
You'll like it.
Of course I will.
Look, it could do with a dip. That one's one with jackfruit. I can spy it.
Steamy one.
I just love those warm bananas.
You like it? I'm gonna try the one with jackfruit.
These bananas dodgy.
That one was. It's weird because the jackfruit is really sweet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
It's almost got like, I don't know. I don't know if I like cooked bananas. You're well happy, aren't you? Dad's trying the one with jackfruit.
Looks like a steak tuna. I haven't had a taste it yet.
You can't taste it? Jackfruit review?
Nah.
It doesn't really add much. You can have it with or without jackfruit. That's what the general consensus was.
Without.
You really like them, don't you? You actually think they're quite nice with Nutella.
Forget the jackfruit though.
Yeah, I agree. But all in all, great day. Thumbs up all round. My least favourite part would probably be that. I don't think I like cooked banana. I'd eat it, and I did eat it. But my favourite part would probably be that beef for breakfast.
Okay. Also.
Did slap. What's your highlight and low light?
The low light is there's not anymore.
Very sweet.
The low light for me was the jackfruit too.
Yeah. And your highlights?
I think I would have really liked that breakfast, but I didn't have any. It looked lovely. I did have one piece of beef, but that did look
I can make it for you tomorrow. There's some leftover beef. Dad, what's your highlight?
The highlight is it's Filipino Day.
So are you like everything?
I can't really choose between them all. Even better if we had the weather that the Filipinos have.
Thank you everyone for joining our journey, and let us know any other countries you want us to try, because to be honest,
Lebanese.
it's really spiced up our pandemic, isn't it? Like really put a little twang of goodness.
I think you've even got a Lebanese cookbook in there.